Your permanent career assignment.
No, not again. Please, anything else.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more Futurama. This is season 1, episode 5. Last time we had Leela saving Nibbler from the doomed planet, and she slept with Zap Brannigan, this horrible guy. And I get the feeling that he's going to be a recurring character at some point, but excited to see what shenanigans our team gets up to this time. If you want to watch the full reaction, or you want to see episodes a week early, check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, take a quick moment to leave a like, it really helps out the channel, and let's get started.
From up here, an entire world can seem utterly insignificant.
Ah! The heck? The heck? Madison Cube Garden? That's nice.
Hey,
New
nice
New York
seats.
Yankees.
We're close enough to where you're not.
Baseball was as boring as Mom and apple pie.
Baseball wasn't,
Yes, it was.
so they finally jazzed it up.
What is this? What the heck?
Ah, here you go, kid.
What? That's where you...
Like a jumbo squid log, please.
Who wants popcorn?
Oh, I have some.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Popcorn?
Anyone want butter on that?
Hey, I'm starting to get the hang of this game.
What?
Oh, right. Yes.
Now, wireless Joe Jackson, there was a blurn-hitting machine.
Exactly. He was a machine designed to hit blurns.
There's all kinds of robots down there.
Yeah, doing crap work. But how many robot managers are there?
11?
0!
11.
What's wrong? Oh,
It's my new pager.
Oh god. Oh.
This is Hermes.
Wait,
You at the office?
but he's a hologram.
Admit it, you all think robots are just machines built by humans to make their lives easier. I've never made anyone's life easier, and you know it.
Great news, everyone. You'll be delivering a package to Chopek 9, a world where humans are killed on sight.
What?
why is that great news?
Oh,
Okay.
I get it. Make the robot do all the work.
This is the first actual work you've ever had to do around here.
Well, I'm not doing it. It's a robot holiday.
Last month it was Robomadon. And before
Robomadon?
that, Rovanza.
I respect your diversity to the extent the law requires, but you used up all
To
your
the-
days off when you had that bout with tuberculosis.
I respect your
Let me get this
diversity
straight. This planet
as
is
allowed by
completely
the law.
uninhabited?
No, it's inhabited by robots.
Oh, kind of like how a warehouse is inhabited by boxes.
Okay, Bender.
Tough,
Seems
okay.
pretty angry.
Yeah, but I guess I'd be kind of angry too if I had to go to some uninhabited planet.
Maybe we ought to do
Dude.
something nice for him.
Dude.
They found out I work with humans and... Oh, no. Oh, no!
What are we gonna do?
If only I had 2 or 3 minutes to think about it.
Oh, commercial.
If we're gonna save
Nice.
Bender, we'll have to walk like robots, talk like robots, and if necessary, solve complex differential equations
Oh, God.
like robots.
What's 2 plus 3, Fry? Oh. Much better.
Be you robot or human?
Robot.
Little to the right, there you go.
You need Tenya Ida
Have
for
you
something
seen
like
this
this.
robot?
Don't drop that, there!
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Got milk? Then you're a human and must be
I
killed.
walk like a robot. Just go behind those garbage cans.
Sir, are you aware that you're leaking coolant at an alarming rate?
Coolant.
Let me just patch you up with some hot resin.
Oh no,
I
oh
think
no,
the
oh
leak's
no, oh
stopping
no.
itself.
Oh crap.
Quick, let's duck in here.
It came from planet Earth.
Your chassis is a little scuffed. Mind if I polish it for you?
Oh wow. Whoa.
The 3D's great. Mine's not working.
Aww. Poor Leela.
But in the end, he
stick.
succumbed to a harmless sharpened stick. Even now, humans are lurking in our playgrounds, our movie theaters.
God help us!
It's 5 o'clock. Time for the daily human hunt.
Human
I
hunt?
stay with the crowd so no one notices how crummy you look.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
I'm over here.
Is he playing along?
He's okay.
Death to humans!
Ah, it's good to hear his voice.
If you say so.
I can tell you that I am, if anything, too merciful. And if you enjoyed that diatribe, then you'll want to purchase my spoken word album. Just $18.95.
Bender lets
Act
loose.
now, and you'll get this Bender action figurine.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Is it true they bite your neck and suck your transmission fluid and then you become a human?
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Anything in the trap?
Nothing.
Free butter?
Today's active humans prefer
That would work on me.
low-calorie bait.
That's the old abandoned adult bookstore.
Oh.
Nothing in there except maybe a few shreds of moldy old robot pornography.
Oh, yeah. You're a bad girl, aren't you?
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Bender.
What? But they let me go, and I told them I killed 1 billion billions.
Good for you.
1 million
now let's
billion
all get back
humans.
to the ship.
I don't want to be rescued.
But Bender, we're your friends.
Friends? Well, that activates my hilarity unit. I'm just a machine.
You have a
to
hilarity
You're
unit?
no more friends with me than you are with the
Aw.
toaster or the phonograph or the electric chair.
That's not true.
Electric chair.
Well, that's how it feels to me. Go on, get out of here before you get caught.
Bender, good news. Your
Uh-oh.
album just went gold.
Got you, you murderous flesh piles.
I will now consider the evidence.
Judging. Cancel.
Hey,
Cancel.
Wait a minute.
Cancel.
Isn't anyone gonna defend us?
I find the defendants guilty.
No.
No!
Great work, Bender. You've taught us
Aw.
to hate humans all over again.
Hell.
Oh, Bender. Ah.
What's going on here?
Silence! Bring in Bender.
It's time to put the humans to death.
Death.
Here, use the ceremonial killamajig.
Killamajig. Whoa.
Do it!
Do it!
Oh. Humans are no threat to us. They're stupid, putrid cowards.
Damn right!
We're well aware of that.
You are?
You
Of
are?
course, but they're useful to us as a scapegoat to distract the public from their real problems.
Wow.
Like our crippling lug nut shortage.
And a corrupt government of incompetent robot elders.
That's for sure. Control, shift, kill.
Control. Oh,
Take one more step, and I'll breathe fire on you.
Can they really breathe fire, or did we make that up?
I can't remember anymore.
Oh my
Might just
God.
be from that
Did they run?
stupid movie.
Was that the original or the remake?
they ran.
So long,
Oh,
suckers!
whoa, whoa.
Hello, suckers.
Hello, suckers. Oh, God.
Hey, hold on a second. I forgot to deliver the package.
What was the package anyway?
Lug nuts!
Oh!
Precious lug nuts!
Yay!
Hooray for the humans!
Now they worship humans.
Wow, I can't believe you guys did all
Robotica.
this for me. Let the dancing begin.
Why is there a jack-o'-lantern at Robonic? Okay. Do the robot.
You guys are good. How the hell do you do that?
The robot can't do the robot. Whoa. Oh. This is a very silly show. Alright, so despite Bender muttering "kill all humans" in his sleep several episodes ago, he chooses to protect his human friends, which is nice. But I can understand why he feels disrespected though. Fry makes several offhand comments about how the robot planet is uninhabited despite the fact that there are robots living there, or that a planet full of robots is like a bunch of boxes in a warehouse. It's like kind of like denying their sentience and thereby denying their existence. So I can understand why Bender did not feel great about that. He winds up abusing the fact that he's a robot though to try to squirm his way out of work with all these made up holidays. And at first I was like, dude, come on, like at least try to contribute a little. But then I think back to a different show, Agent Carter, where Peggy Carter was working at the SSR and most of the men there were kind of all kinds of sexist. And there's a scene where she claims to have some lady problems to get out of work, and her boss is like, "Oh, don't tell me about that. I just go." So in that moment, she takes advantage of their sexism to go do something important for the mission. And I mean, I guess the difference with that was that she was trying to contribute to the greater good in a different way that they wouldn't allow her to, while Bender is using his crew's lack of understanding about robot matters to get out of doing anything. But my point is, I can understand not wanting to work with people who view you as somehow less than, and I think it's a grayer situation than I originally thought. But the end of the episode does seem to imply that it'll get better, so hopefully, fingers crossed. One thing I did notice was Hermes' line. He said to Bender, "I respect your diversity to the extent the law requires." So he took what a lot of actual bigoted people in real life think and just like said it out loud, basically. And here's a little bit more nuance because Bender made up all these freaking holidays, but the idea that Hermes respects diversity only up to the extent the law requires means that if the law wasn't there, his quote-unquote respect for diversity would be much lower or non-existent. And the thing with this show is it likes to make jokes by subverting expectations, so I can't quite tell if this is a one-off joke by Hermes or if he has some bigotry in his bones. And we're only 5 episodes in, so it's a little hard to tell when jokes are just jokes or if they're indications of what a character actually thinks. And I think, in general, the less homogenous a place is, the more opportunity there is for bigotry. But depending on the culture of a place, that can be handled very differently. In the setting of the show, Hermes is around so many different beings. Leela's an alien, Dr. Zoidberg is an alien, Bender is a robot. I don't know. I'm not going to make any judgments yet, I guess, but I'm a little wary already. So, but yeah, on this topic, I lived in New York City all my life, and I've been around all different types of people. And while there's definitely bigotry in our city, I appreciate living here because I get to experience and appreciate all different kinds of cultures. And it feels like a huge privilege for me to live through that. And it's kind of actually led me to dislike the language used when we talk about diversity. I mean, Hermes' comments are really bad, but even the well-meaning talk in our real society is like, we have to show acceptance. Like, it would help if everybody showed acceptance, but is that all we're asking for? That's such a low bar. That's like saying I'm okay with trans people. Like, okay, that's the bare minimum for what is required for you to be a decent human being. But simple acceptance doesn't put the infrastructure in place to make them feel safe or seen. It doesn't make doctors understand the issues and treat them with respect. Or another example, half of white medical trainees believe that black people have thicker skin or less nerve endings than white people and thus feel less pain. And that led to so many instances of medical professionals not taking black people's pain more seriously. And that leads to situations like us having black maternal mortality rates 4 to 5 times higher than for white people. Acceptance by itself isn't enough to solve things. The type of attitude we need to have towards diversity is one of understanding and love. We have to look at the root causes for problems in our society and examine them with compassion. And we have to love people different from us enough to help make their lives better. So yeah, even though I don't want Hermes to be this problematic character, I'm kind of hoping he is, so that it explains his comment about accepting Bender's diversity as required by law. Because then the show could address it. But I mean, that might be asking too much from a show coming out at the end of the 90s. But I think in a world that has so many different kinds of sentient beings, it would be very interesting to dive into these kinds of issues. Wow. I kind of took a throwaway line, and the way Fry talked about Bender and just really focused in on it for the last few minutes. Anyway, I do hope that Bender steps up and does some work. And I liked how the robot holiday they celebrated at the end was Robonica, clearly a reference to Hanukkah, and yet there was a metal drum barrel with a scary Mr. Pumpkin face carved into it. Just completely different things, all mashed together. Super funny. And then we had the killer robots who were led by robot elders who were completely incompetent and tried to hide their incompetence by scapegoating humans, which actually, is actually very much like real life, because there are a ton of politicians out there who will divide the population like this. Immigrants are your enemy, minorities are your enemy, look at all of them on welfare, or trans people in bathrooms and in sports is such a big issue. And politicians who do that might not be scapegoating to cover for their incompetence, but it's clearly covering for something. It's a similar playbook. In this case, they're distracting people and then robbing them blind by giving the rich people tax cuts and trying to strip away voting rights and everything else. But yeah, same playbook, divide and conquer. Apparently, even robots are capable of it. And they tell so many lies that they don't even remember what the truth is. Can Fry actually breathe fire? We don't remember. Was that something we just made up? And Bender somehow convinced them that he was equally thirsty for the death of all humans. And in the end, Planet Express was actually bringing the robots lug nuts. And then they were all so happy and thankful to the humans. Such a silly show. The opening subtitle for this episode, though, was featuring gratuitous alien nudity, which I have to say, I'm so disappointed. They promised us gratuitous alien nudity, and there wasn't even a little tiny bit. I'm mostly joking, but... what else happened in this episode? The jokes about baseball and how boring it is. I myself, I've never watched baseball on TV because it's just not interesting enough, but I've been to a couple of games, and those are always fun. The new version is called Blurns Ball, though, and I mean, I'll try anything once, but it just seems so weird. Love that it takes place at Madison Cube Garden. Give it another 1,000 years, and I guess it'll be called Madison Tesseract Garden. I don't know what the 5-dimensional version of a square or cube is called, though, so... wonder why Blurns Ball transitioned from Yankee Stadium to Madison's Cube Garden. Also, funny coincidence with all the killer robot talk this episode. I just reacted to an episode of The Big Bang Theory with Barry Kripke and his killer robot having a showdown against the robot built by Sheldon, Leonard, Raj, and Howard. Just an interesting coincidence. By the time this airs, though, I might be close to season 3 of that show, so hit that a sync for you guys. Anyway, enjoyed this episode a lot. Super funny. And yeah, leave a like. Really helps the channel. We are 1 week ahead over on Patreon, and full reactions are available there as well. Check that out in the link in the description below. Patreon. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.